No, you should not be obsessed with your looks or your appearance because you are already very beautiful and or handsome. No, what we're going to talk about today is something else. It's about what happens when you let things slide. It's kind of a whole different animal altogether. So you're in a relationship, a very comfortable relationship. So comfortable, in fact, that you let certain things go like diet and exercise and other things that just seem to be put on the sideline. Hey, those donuts look yummy. Sure, I'll have another drink. Why not? Nah, I think I can wait another week before I get my hair cut. But I showered yesterday. And then sadly, one day, that person who primped and primed and got so good looking to go on that very first date, they left the building. The person that you look at in the mirror today, it's not the same person that went on that date. Now, is it? Now, there are a lot of reasons why we let relationships get too comfortable, maybe bordering on the taking for granted side. And as far as what we bring to the table physically, looks and appearance are very much tied to things like sexuality, to health, to emotional well-being. So no, you're not letting yourself slide because you're comfortable in your life. You're kind of letting yourself slide because you're too comfortable in your life. Now, there are actually 4 sides to this issue, and yes, we're going to talk about how to get better at them, but we also kind of have to understand why we got into them in the first place. Number 1, appearances are often an indicator that something deeper is wrong in the relationship. So why are you letting yourself, why is your partner letting themselves not care quite so much as they used to about outwardly appearances or health or even hygiene? Is there a problem in the relationship? Is there something festering, some communication that is not happening? First and foremost, you have to understand why. Why are you so comfortable that you are no longer willing to do the things that you used to do to attract this partner? Do you need to see a counselor? Do you need to talk? You probably need to talk. Trust me, you need to talk. No matter what, you should be talking. But what is the underlying problem? What is going on that makes you feel the way you do? Number 2, do you love yourself? Do you respect yourself? How can you offer somebody else love and respect, offer them yourself, if you don't love and respect who you are by yourself? So a lot of what we do as far as our outwardly appearances, our outward physicality, our health, our emotional well-being all starts from within. Who we are and how we think of ourselves. Now, self-love always has this weird connotation, I don't know what, it just doesn't quite sound right. But you really do have to respect and love and do things for yourself, because how can you give the gift of yourself if you can't give it back to yourself originally? Sexual attraction and intimacy. Now, when you were first starting this relationship and you took care of yourself and you brought your A game, if you will, you did it with the purpose of being intimate, of being close, of touching, of having an emotional connection as well as a physical connection, of having that tenderness, and yes, of having that sexual relationship. So when you let things slide, physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever you are letting slide, you are affecting the intimacy and the sexuality of your relationship. So most importantly, you can't really be together if you're not intimately together. And if you're not taking care of yourself physically, then you're not bringing everything you can to the intimacy game, to the intimacy aspect of your relationship. And the fourth thing is just simple health. You want to have a long relationship, I'm assuming. You want to look far, far into the future and see yourself together with your partner. Well, don't you have to be healthy to do that? Don't you have to have the physicality and the mental health and the emotional health to march forward to that long, far goal way, way into the future? Well, if you are letting yourself go a little bit, if you are not pushing yourself physically, if you're not pushing yourself to grow, to just maintain and take care of yourself, how are you ever going to get to that goal? Now, no, I am not talking about being obsessive about your looks, about your appearance, so that you become an Instagram influencer. It really has nothing to do with that. But think back to the beginning of your relationship. You brought a certain person to that, and they themselves brought something to you. It was a gift. It was, here is me. Here is the best that I can be because I want to be with you. And they are the same. Why would that change simply because you became comfortable? Was it just bait? Were you luring them in? You know, here's something nice and shiny, and then once you take it, I don't have to polish it ever again. The polishing, the appearance, is not for others' sake. It starts with your sake. You're wanting to be the best you can be for yourself. You're wanting to give the gift of yourself to the person who is most important in your life. That is why you should not let the flab take over, why you should not give in to procrastination. That is why you bring the best that you can be, and you work so hard at it every day. Now, I know when you're in your 50s and 60s, it is more difficult to do this. And maybe you've been in a relationship a long time. Maybe you got married 35 years ago, and the last 34 of them been kind of, you know, didn't quite trim the fingernails or brush the teeth every time you were supposed to. It's not too late. It is not too late to reverse that. There was a you, and there is a you that is the best that you could possibly be. And you need to give that gift to yourself, and you need to give that gift to your partner. Why? Because both of you deserve no less than that. So with that, be healthy, be safe, be happy, and we will talk to you real soon.